What's up, YouTube? Eric Johnson here. It's about 6:45 in the morning, heading into town. I just left my kids at the bus stop, and just thought I'd do a little morning chat with y'all. I was doing some of my HIIT cardio last night, watching some Tiger Fitness and POG and Ice Cream Fitness and all them, and watched a video from Chris Jones about an IFBB bodybuilder who recently passed away from a heart attack a couple days after her competition. Not really gonna get involved in the name or anything like that, but you know, he was talking about how I believe she was around 48, 49 years old, somewhere around there, and he started talking about how it could have been drug induced, or because of drug usage, because she's an IFBB pro. And if you see her pictures, you'll see she's jacked. There's no doubt about it. I mean, she's an IFBB pro bodybuilder. And I'm not getting involved whether or not she was using, what she wasn't using. It really doesn't matter. Bottom line is, you know, she could have been on steroids or HGH or clenbuterol or DMP or craze. She could have been on anything, really. Or 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when she started bodybuilding, she could have decided not to bodybuild. And instead, she could have just hung out, partied like normal 20-year-old people did, and did whatever. And then by the time she was 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, had kids and junk, and still had a heart attack. We have no idea, you know. People just have heart attacks. I know several people that have passed away at a young age. My wife's cousin of a cousin or whatever, he recently passed away, and he's the same age as us, and he passed away from a heart attack. And he didn't do any steroids or DMP or anything like that. He just lived a normal life. Probably ate out 4 or 5 times a week like most people, most Americans do, if not more than that. Enjoyed his tacos and stuff, and passed away. Shit happens, you know. God has other plans for people. So to sit here and live your life and think, oh my God, you know, if I do this, it's gonna hurt me, or if I do that, I might pass away. You know, yeah, you gotta think logically, of course. You don't want to drink and drive, get so fucked up that you can't even see straight, and then try to drive and potentially kill somebody else as well. But to sit here and think, you know, drugs are the reason why she passed away, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. It's possible, but I'm not buying it. You know, I think Luimarco had a kid on a couple days ago on his channel. You go check him out. And he's British, I believe. He's from the UK or something. He took that Superdrol, I believe it was. Some steroid in a bottle or something, some pill, I guess. And I think he made gains and junk, and then came off. I guess he took some of these pills you take afterwards to get your hormones back in check or whatever after you come off these drugs. And then like 6 months down the road, he started having a bunch of kidney issues or whatever. I don't know, maybe some liver or something. I don't know. He's having a lot of fucked up problems though. And I think it wasn't really clear, but the way I understood it was, it took about 6 months before all this shit happened, and it's like another 9 months into it, 6 to 9 months into it, so it's well over a year since he's taken these drugs. Look like the gains are all gone, because he doesn't look like he really lived very much. And that's one of the things he was talking about was he can't lift, he can't squat without running out of breath. All his energy's drained and everything, and and he's having all these kidney issues and stuff. And the doctors want to blame the Superdrol or these the drugs he took afterwards to clear his body up or whatever, the green tea or what, I don't know what he took. That's just ridiculous. That's all I gotta say. To blame the drug, on all these issues, this one drug, that's just crazy. Now, the drug might have caused it, but he had to have had some issues that just weren't recognized yet. His body was not healthy, and he should not have taken the drug in the first place. But I mean, from what I understand, this drug was something that was sold, at all the GNCs and all that other crap all over the world. Everybody was taking this crap. And I'm sure there was hundreds of thousands of people or whatever that took it and had no complications at all with their kidneys and junk. So to sit here and say, oh my God, this drug is going to blow your kidneys up and blah, blah, no, that's not going to happen. He took the drug. He already had these issues, or he had weak kidneys, or something else was going on that made it whenever he took these drugs, his body shut down and went to shit, and that sucks. I ain't gonna lie, that's gotta suck to take a drug to get a little bit bigger, and then your life is pretty much ruined. Going on over a year now. Maybe even more, because he's still trying to work through all this stuff. I think he was having blood work done to check to see how his body's working. He's lucky, he said he could still eat protein and stuff without having any kidney issues or whatever, but that's some bad stuff. And same with this IFBB Pro lady. It's sad, I don't know if she had any kids, but I'm sure she had family, and it's sad that she had to live such a short life, but never touching a drug or touching maybe some other recreational drugs, or she could have, not been a bodybuilder and ate out, 3 or 4 times a week at Chili's or whatever, and, had a heart attack earlier. We have no idea. Nobody knows. Nobody, everybody's body is different. And to sit here and to blame a drug like that in these situations is just wrong. I understand if someone ODs on a drug, like, I don't know if you can OD on crack. I have no idea. I don't know anything about drugs, but if you OD on crack or heroin, I know you can OD on that. I think that happened in Pulp Fiction. Then I understand, okay, yeah, you OD on something like Michael Jackson did or whatever, or that kid on Glee, you OD on some shit and you die. Boom, just like that. It explodes your heart or whatever. Yeah, I understand. And that could have happened in this case. She could have been on some diuretics and took it too far for the competition or whatever, and boom, blew it up and whatnot. But to sit here and say the steroids did it, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Steroids, HGH, all that stuff is, especially if it's the stuff, the human level stuff, I guess, the stuff that the FDA approved, 60, 70, 80 years ago to use on unhealthy people to make them healthy. And people are going to sit here and say, now if you use them, it's gonna kill you? Come on, that's just ridiculous. That's just nonsense. Basically, bottom line is you got to be smart about your body. Keep yourself healthy. And think about where you're going in the future. Think about down the road, don't hop into all these stupid drugs and shit and think that living that YOLO life, you know, you gotta think down the road before you start doing these drugs. But again, it's time. I don't think these drugs are killing people. That's taking it too far in this whole Natty thing that all these YouTubers have going on right now, where I'm a Natty channel and this is natural, 100% natural channel and blah blah blah. That's just ridiculous. You know, that shit needs to fade out already and get back to what our sport's about, you know, about growing and eating and having fun and lifting weight, all that good stuff, guys. That's all I got for right now. So y'all take care. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. Thank you.